Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Welcome to Freight Talk Friday. It's me, Denise Gavan. I'm here with another edition of our Freight Talk Friday. So, what's going on out there in the freight world today? I am here to talk to you about a little bit of everything. Here on our station, we talk about everything freight. So, I'm so excited that you guys joined me. I know we last week, the last session, I want to apologize for us not being coming to you live, giving you all the information that we normally give. I was just, it was a lot going on, and you know me, I hate missing my people. So I just wanted to dive in and just let's talk a little bit about what's going on out there in the freight world. I know for all of my truck drivers that's out there, I like to give a shout out to all of my clients that's out there doing it big in freight. I wanted to just say, guys, the fuel prices they're going down a little bit, and I know you guys are getting happy about that. But what about these truck prices? Now, if has anyone been out there in the truck world that's looking to purchase trucks? I know we were looking to purchase a few here, and actually we got us a few. And I wanted to just talk to you guys about the pricing on the freight. So I was just going to say, have you guys seen the new 2022 what you call them, the trucks that drive by themselves? Now, I don't know much about it. I know a lot of my clients was coming and telling me, the older guys who's been driving 15, 20 years plus, a lot of them don't like the new self-driving new 2020 self-driving semi. How many people out there have experienced it? Come on, I want to know. I want y'all to be interactive with me today. How many people have seen them? Maybe driven them? Tell me your thoughts on them. What do you think about them? I know they're very expensive. They look good, but I got a little feedback from some of my clients. They were telling me that they are very difficult to maneuver. So when they're driving and they're ready to exit, they said that the trucks, I think now, and I'm just going off of based on somebody else's experience. I haven't really did a lot of research on it, but they were telling me like it's very hard to maneuver those trucks to when it's time to get off the interstate. And they were just giving me some tips. I was like, wow, wow. But they look amazing. It's just like they look amazing. So there's self-driving trucks out there. And I just want to hear from my trucking world. How many people, give me your thoughts. Give me the pros, the cons. Do you like it? You don't like it? Let me know what you're thinking about the self-driving trucks. So, and also I wanted to come to you and let you know the dispatch world is booming. It's still booming out there. I not too long ago we got off of a dispatch course. We do them every 6 weeks, and every 6 weeks we're graduating. We're graduating people from the dispatch course. Now, that's in my opinion is the best way to come into this trucking industry. Where are my people that who are ready and say, you know what, I'm ready. I've been listening to your Freight Talk Fridays. I've been missing the Freight Talk Fridays. I've been anticipating you coming back, giving us this information on how I can get into one of these trainings. I just wanted to share this with you guys. If you're in the position to start a new business and you're ready and you want to come into the freight industry, in my opinion, the best way to get in is go through dispatch. Now, I'm speaking to the ones who are very new to the industry, don't quite know the language just yet, but you're saying, I've heard that this trucking industry is lucrative and I'm ready to get some of this money. Well, I'm gonna share some good news with you. Dispatch is the way to go. If you come into a dispatch program, whether it's mine, anybody's out there, if they are teaching you anything about the dispatch, how it's set up, what to expect when you're in a course, and how much money you can make, I think that's the best way to go. For me, let me tell you, for those who don't know, let me just introduce myself and tell you what I do, how I do it. My name is Denise Givan again, and I am the co-owner of Freight Nation Logistics. My husband and I run the trucking company together side by side, and I expanded our trucking company to start our e-learning side. Now, we started our trucking company from the ground up, from scratch. We started from the bottom, and now we're here. I know that's corny, but I had to say it. We started actually from the bottom, which means neither one of us had any kind of experience in the freight world. We're not drivers, but what got me into it is that I am an accountant, and a lot of my clients were truck drivers, and I was able to keep their books. I was able to help them get funding for their trucking companies, and I was able to help them set up their payroll systems. So that's my experience on the money side of it. I was like, hold up, wait a minute, you guys are really making a lot of money here. And I told my husband, I said, hey, what if I created us a trucking company? Would that be something that you'd be interested in running? At this time, my husband was working his 9 to 5, and he was like, yes, I'm up for the challenge. So fast forward from 2018 to now, we have a functioning trucking company. We started out with just bad experiences. I had no clue on which way to go when I first started it. So what I did was I started renting trucks. Now, for those who know how much it is to rent a truck, it's very, very expensive because you pay by the mile, and sometimes you pay by the trips. It gets very complicated when you're renting a semi truck. Now, where we are right now, we're in the leasing stage. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, this is the best route to go. So for those who are out there looking to purchase, lease options are very good, because what happens with the lease option is, well, with us, they gave us 3 options to choose from. We had option one. Option one was the one I think we went with. You pay a certain amount of down depending on your company, your assets, and all of that. But for us, we did have to come in with a down payment because we were very, very new. We had no assets. We had to use our personal credit. Now, I'm not going to recommend that you do that, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Let me tell you about the options. We had option one. Option one was for us to for us to lease and pay $1,200 per month for 36 months. That was our first option, and we were just leasing. Our second option, let me back up. That option was a little more. It was about $1,400 or $1,500 per month for that option, and we're just going to lease it. When our 36 months, when it's up, we could turn the truck back in and get another one, start the process over. Now, option two was same scenario. You get the truck, and the notes would run us a little cheaper at about $1,300. Same thing, but you have the option just a lower payment. Now, option three was a lower payment, a little more on the down payment side, but it was $200 per month for 36 months with the option to buy at the end of your 36 months. I like the option because do our payout, it was about $4,300 after 36 months. And the truck is ours. We get to sign over, the title is signed over to us. Now, that's a program that I felt like was very good, and it worked really well for us. Now, I'm going to go back to the side when I said we had to use our personal credit. Now, I do not recommend that anybody, if you're in trucking, if you're in any business, and if you're able to use your business credit, I suggest you use business credit. Do not put your personal name on your lease. The reason why is because it doesn't help you to build business credit, for one. And secondly, it's tied to your personal credit, and there is not really giving you credit for having an asset that's on your business side. So that's my recommendation when you're doing any options to lease. a vehicle, establish your business credit and put it under your business name with that credit. Now, all of these tips I'm giving you, if you need more information and you want to get it started, you know I'm going to be here to help you. I'm going to be here to help you with getting everything going if you decide you want to do it. So let's talk a little bit about the pricing of trucks right now. Now, when we got our trucks, we got a really, really good price back in 2018, 2019. The prices for we have Kentworths and Freightliners. They were running between 50 and 60,000. 2018, 2019, yes. And they were running, that's what they were running. Today, the same model, same miles, they're running about 85 to 90,000 for that particular vehicle. So prices, of course, have gone up. Freight, everything has gone up in the freight world. When gas and fuel prices rise, everything else rises as well. And you know how that goes. So I just wanted to just say, if you're looking to get into this industry, now is the time. Now, let me tell you a little bit about why I feel like now is the time. Like I just told you that prices are rising, freight is going up, but whenever something rises, it has to come down. So if you get in right now, get everything set up, ready to roll, start your freight business, right when you're ready to peak, that's when everything is going to start picking back up. Now, the reason I can honestly say this, and I can honestly say this, is because we've been in the industry. We've seen the webs and flows and how it works, the ups and downs. Right now, we're coming to the end of the slow period. Everything is about to start climbing right now. Perfect timing, perfect time to get in on a freight business. So let's talk to my people who are ready to start a freight business. Now, for those who are out here on this, on my Freight Talk Friday Facebook group, I don't know if you saw it earlier. I did a poll and I asked the question: if I could show you how to start your freight business today, how soon would you start? Would you start immediately? Would you start in about 2 weeks? Or you say, give me about a month or so and I'll be ready. Or you'll say, you know what, let me get everything lined up so I can just jump on in and start making the money. Let's start the first of the year, January. You know how we always make our New Year's resolutions and get everything going. So if you made a decision, if you say, hey, you know what, I've been thinking about this freight industry for a minute. I'm ready now. I'm ready to get started. When would you be ready? Immediately. I'm hoping immediately. The reason why is because I got something very good for you that you're probably going to love. And immediate people only can get this this option. Now, if you're saying, I just want to wait a couple of weeks, let me get some things together. Let me talk with my spouse. Let me talk with my partner. And just let me get some things set up. In about 2 weeks, I'll be ready. No problem. The reason why I say no problem is because if you're thinking of postponing it and getting it ready, let me give you some tips on what I want you to do. Go ahead, and if you already have a trucking company and you want to scale it and you want to start doing something new, that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and get you going, and I can get you hitting the ground running. But let's just say you're starting fresh. You don't have nothing. You don't have your business set up, and you need to start from scratch. For those who are ready to start and you're ready to start from scratch, here are some little things I want you to do. Go ahead and start thinking of what could I name my trucking company? Whether I'm going to do dispatch, whether I'm going to do just general freight, whether I'm going to purchase a truck, I'm going to be an owner operator, or I'm just going to have my own carrier authority. I'm going to hire drivers. Whichever way you decide to go, I want you to think of a good name. The reason why the name is everything. I want you to make sure that it has a good ring. It has a good ringtone to it. And I always recommend that people stay away from putting your name in your trucking company. Like Denise's Dispatch Service. Sounds good. And I can call it DDS, but It has my name in it. And also, if I could say Givans Transportation Logistics LLC, there's nothing wrong with putting your name. But let me tell you the benefits and the disadvantages. Now, once you establish your LLC, I will teach you how to work for yourself and pay yourself on payroll. When it comes down to purchasing things, when it comes down to purchasing a home, when it comes down to purchasing vehicles and things of that nature, and you have to turn in paperwork and it has your name on it, that opens up a whole different can of worms right there. The financial institutions like to they want to look into your to your business bank account as well as your personal. You have to give up too much information. So if you can eliminate just showing your check stub or your W-2s where you work for your company, that makes it so much easier. So that's one of the reasons why I suggest that. It doesn't have your name on it. It's like you are working for a legitimate company. But for me, I just like for you to keep your name, make it general, make it ABC Logistics, 123 Logistics, LLC, just something that has a ring to it. Be creative on that side. Now, I want you to also keep in mind, for those who didn't know, there is funding out there for your freight trucking dispatch business. So you're like, oh, so I can get monies in my business. Yes, you can. But there's a protocol to every funding source, of course. You must already be established as a business. So let's say you're established, you have your LLC, you have your website, you have your professional email address, you have everything set up like you should. You're ready for funding. Now, funding is a whole different ball game. Now, it gets a little tricky when it comes down to trucking because it depends on what you're wanting to get funding for. If it's funding for equipment, that's doable. If it's funding for operating expenses, that's doable as well. So just keep in mind that it's help and it's money out here for companies, and it's grants as well. And I know a lot of people who are listening, a lot of people possibly were able to take advantage of the PPP loan, which was a good loan for small businesses that had a payroll, and it helped you stay afloat. They gave you about 2.5 months to keep you afloat. So you know how that works. So now what I'm saying is, for those who are looking to get into the industry, start getting your money together, because it's money out there, but you're going to have to invest in your business. You're going to also need some good tools to make sure you make it to the next level. I'm all about taking you to the next level. I'm all about scaling the business. I'm all about educating the business owner. And I can show you several ways to make money in the trucking industry. Let me give you one of what I do now. As I told you earlier, my husband and I started off with 2 trucks. We expanded to 2 more. And then we also have a box truck. So we have us a little small fleet of 4 semis and one 16-foot box truck. They all are doing pretty well. You know, it's a little slow, so we have seen some bumps and bruises, but still, for the most part, it's going okay. So let me say this, but you have to learn how to diversify. You have to learn how to scale. You have to learn how to add to your business. I mentioned to you that I have a dispatch course. I have a dispatch course. And what I do in the dispatch course is I prepare those who are ready, who are already in the trucking industry, but you want to expand and add that department or that part to your trucking company. I show you how to establish it. I help you get your agents. I actually will train your agents for you. Now, let me tell you something better than that. Let's say I can show you how to set up your own dispatch course. That's something that I'll recommend all trucking companies or just regular companies who's ready to get into dispatch. Let me show you how to set up a course to train others how to do dispatch. So it's many, many ways on how you could make money in the freight industry. I have another program that I have. It's called Truck in a Box. That's just my special name. Now, let me explain to you what Truck in a Box is. Now, I just mentioned to you that back in 2018, 2019, the trucking prices were very low. They were much, much lower than they are today to purchase or to lease. What if I tell you that I have a program for you to start your own? If you're already driving, you already have your business, but you say, hey, I want to start my fleet. I want to start with maybe one truck. What if I told you I had a program where you can lease a truck, and it becomes your own after a term, whatever term we come up with? Would that be something that you would be interested in? Now the pros and cons of you coming over here, let me give you the pros. If you lease from me, you're going to pay the prices that we paid back in 2019, 2018. If you go out today and get your own, you're going to pay the prices that's in the current market today. So for a 2016 or 2017 Kentworth Cummins engine, 6T80, very good condition, well maintained, you'll pay about $90,000 for that. But if you come in with us, you can get it for about $75,000. Yeah, you heard me, $75,000. And you can go Google this, you can go research this. You will not find one out there. And I can tell you that because I make sure I stay up on everything freight. I keep up with everything freight. So I just told you two ways how you can scale your trucking business or establish your trucking business. Now, for those who are saying, you know what, I don't want the overhead, I don't want the vehicle, I don't want the maintenance. I'm the driver, so you won't you don't have to pay the driver. But for those who do not drive, like myself, that's an extra expense. I would have to I pay my drivers to drive. So it is overhead. So that's one of the cons for purchasing trucks. But one of the pros is that you can make, on average, traveling about, I'm going to tell you, about 2,000 to 2,500 miles per week. You can bring in on one truck about $50,000 per month. And I kid you not, I mean, I'm not making up these numbers. These are true numbers. So you're saying, wow, I can bring that in, but know the pros and cons. You do have expenses such as you pay your own fuel, of course. You pay your own insurance, of course. You also pay, if you're not the driver, you will be paying a driver. And then you have all of your other expenses. You have to make sure you maintain all of your quarterly things you pay, like your IFTA and all of your stuff you pay on a quarterly basis. Then you have your annual stuff that you pay. So there's a lot of expenses, but in my opinion, it's worth it. If you can get in, get you a system, it's well worth it. Now, let's say on the other side, you're not a driver. And I'm sorry, and you are a driver. You still have to pay all those other expenses, but it's one expense because you are the driver and that's your money coming into your pocket. So for my owner operators that's looking to purchase a truck and you want to come into the program, I have this program just for you. And also for those who are looking to come into the freight industry, this is a very, very good time to learn the business, to build you a team. And also, if you wish to teach this, I can show you how to set up a course. And you can make money by setting up the course and training others. So I just gave you ways on how to scale your freight business, how to actually purchase trucks. I gave you ways to do options on how to lease. And also you can start a lease program in your business. So the Truck in a Box is basically a lease program that I started that helps owner operators and those who have their CDLs who want to purchase a truck, you come in and let me explain to you a little bit how it works. I'm going to share my screen with you so I can just show you the steps. It's really 5 steps that you take. Let me show you this. The 5-step process to becoming starting your own fleet in your own business. Now, step 1, we're here. If you haven't already set up your business, we will start there. You need to establish a structure, whether it's an incorporation or LLC. I put LLC here because that's most common. You can establish your structure. We will do this for you. We will get your EIN. We'll set up your domain, your website, all your business, all of your marketing tools, your business cards, brochures, your social media. Yes, we will do all of that for you in the beginning. Get all of that going so we can start helping you get yourself out there. Now, once all of this is set up like you need, you're eligible for funding. You're eligible to get startup money, and I can help you do that. Second step is, this is how I set up my truck in a box process. My opinion is, if you can dispatch for yourself, I train you to dispatch yourself, or I train a dispatcher of your choice for you. I also set up your carrier paperwork. I do all of I do everything for you to have your carrier authority getting ready to go. I do your step-by-step dispatch. I do all your phone scripts, receiving payments. I set up your freight equipment list. I do all of that in step 2. Then step 3, what we do is, while we're training your dispatch people, yourself or your team, you will have 90 days access to our load boards. And these are all the load boards that we have right now. We have a few more. I'm noticing that that's not there. You will have access to those load boards. The reason why is because we run freight with them. Once you run freight with a company successfully and they have their own load board, you have access to go get those on their site unlimited. So you will have access to that as well. Now we're ready to get you rolling with your own authority. You say, hey, I'm ready to roll. We set up your USDOT, MC. We do the whole 9. We even do all of your plates. We do everything with your company's information on it, on the truck that you're going to be purchasing from us. You said it. This is a one-stop shop. Truck in a box is where it's at. Once we get into that, then you'll have your contract. You can get your truck going. You can have everything, and you can start hiring either a driver or you can start yourself driving your truck. You have everything set up at this point. You have your LLC, EIN. I'm already looking for funding for you. So you can start with expanding already. Maybe you want to start out and buy a trailer. You might want to buy a flatbed or a 53-foot dry van. I can set up funding for that for you. Then we got your dispatchers going, whether it's yourself or your crew. Then you have all the access to the load boards. Now we're starting your authority. You're purchasing your truck. Step 5, you're ready to go. Step 6, actually, you're rolling already. 5 steps. You're already rolling. So with that being said, I want to extend an invitation to you to just come talk to me, book a call with me. Say, hey, I love what you was telling me. I'm loving the 5-step process to the truck in a box. I'm loving it. This is something that I know. This is something that I know that I can do. If this is something you know that you can do, you need to book a call with me. So this is how you book a call. I'm going to give you can either go out, check out the prices. You can go out to get all the information. I want to direct you to my website where you could go out and book a a 15-minute session with me. And if we need more, we'll schedule it. I want you to go to my website. Now, I'm going to send you to my business coaching site, because that's where my booking is. Let me put my glasses on here so I can give you guys the right site. So this is where you're going to go. And when the screen comes up, I want you to hit book a free 15-minute session with the expert business coach. That's me. So we're talking Freight Talk Friday right now. If you're ready to get into this trucking industry, go out to my business coaching website so you can book a 15-minute consultation free call with me to get more information on how you can get started in this trucking industry. Now, and I just told you that if you want to purchase a truck, we have a truck that's for sale right now. If you want to come into the program and lease the truck and until you're able to pay it outright, that's an option as well. But say, hey, Denise, I already got everything going. I've been looking for a truck and I can't find nothing in that price range. We have a Kentworth 2017 for sale right now for $75,000. Now, you know, cash is king. You can bring the cash. We could go and do the deal. We could close it up. But if you say, hey, you know what? I think I want to do that truck in a box. That vehicle will be available for that as well. First come, first serve. Now, you know, I only have that one that's for sale right now, but I do have access to where I can get you your own. So don't worry about if that one is gone. Don't worry about it. It's I can still get you a vehicle. So keep in mind, I want to talk to you. Go out to coachmetolife.com. And as soon as the screen pops up, there's a pop-up that says book a 15-minute session with the expert business coach. When you go there and book the session, we will talk. I will get you all the information that you need to get started. I know you might have a few more questions, but I'm here to help you out here. And I want to just say thank you guys so much for joining me live. I've been missing out on you guys. I've been missing seeing you. And this session, it was worth it today. I mean, anyways. And all I'm saying is, come on, let's get in here. Let's get started with this company. Your freight business is waiting on you. Are you just tired of sitting around like saying, hey, you know what? I've been thinking about this and you still haven't took any action? Come on, guys. You know, I'm going to start fussing here. You're never going to get where you want to go if you never take action. So I want to just say this to you guys. Start taking action. Take action now. So go ahead and go out to coachmetolife.com, and I want you to book a call with me so we can get you set up on your journey to success. Now, it's me, Denise Givan with Freight Talk Friday, and I have enjoyed bringing some good news to you today. Now, remember, you don't take action, if you don't ever get started and take action, you're never going to get to where you're trying to go. Now, guys, I thank you so much for tuning in with me, and you have an awesome weekend. Now, be safe. You know it's Labor Day, and you know how we do on Labor Day, but I want you guys to have fun and enjoy your weekend. It's me, Denise Givan with Freight Talk Friday.